Be sure to hit that like and subscribe button. And if you guys want to check out my social media or check out a badass kick-ass original story, check out the links down in the description below. Hope you enjoy the video. Don't you hate it whenever you're supposed to meet up with somebody to sell something and they don't show up? That just happened to me. I was like, all right, I'm going to film a couple of reviews. I should be doing pretty good after that. And yeah, well, I could honestly be a little bit heated about the state of this film, but this film is honestly, it's a gem. I mean, you know, it really is one of those unknown gems. I don't think it's necessarily unknown because I do think it's sort of developed a sort of cult following, if you will. But the film that I'm going to talk about today, and like I said, this film has an 18% on Rotten Tomatoes, and I don't know how because I actually really enjoy the fuck out of this film. Like I seriously do. Like I'm probably going to be a little bit crazy doing this review, probably just because you know I'm a little bit, but it's all right. You know it happens. Whatever. I mean I'll sell those shirts one day. Not really that big of a deal. They're actually horror shirts too. I just didn't wear. But yeah, let's go ahead and talk about this film. Now this film is a part of. How do I say this? I'm trying to see. It is from. Trying to it's vinegar syndrome vinegar syndrome. I don't know. I'm good at that, but anyway, the film that I'm going to be talking about is Mountaintop Motel Massacre. Holy crap, this film is amazing. I absolutely love this film. It's been a while since I've watched like a new old school slasher that I haven't seen before. And if you don't know what the premise of this film is, you know, it's just a bunch of these people check into Mountaintop Motel, which is just a bunch of these little cabins. So it's not really a motel, it's just a bunch of cabins. And, you know, the motel owner is sort of picking them off. That's it. That's the premise. And it's awesome. It takes like 50 minutes just for them to actually start dying. But I actually enjoyed watching these characters on screen. This film is very campy. It's one of those very campy sort of slasher films. And those are the ones that I really do enjoy. And by far, my favorite character in this is definitely Crimshaw. Apparently, Crimshaw, he was an old man. I guess he worked at Delta Airlines in Shreveport, Louisiana, somewhere in Louisiana, for like 30-something years. And I think this is the only film that he had ever been in because the director wanted him in it. And he actually done a really good job. Like, you could tell that he's, you know, he wasn't like this big experienced actor, but he done so well in this film. And I really did enjoy every character that was put on the screen. Like some characters I really felt for. Like for instance, the man and woman that had just gotten married and were going on their honeymoon. Me and my wife stayed in a cabin that was sort of like that from this movie for our honeymoon. Yeah, it was just a small little cabin. I didn't get bitten by a snake. I hate snakes. I can't stand them damn things. But yeah, that didn't happen, fortunately. But yeah, I get it, you know, like I could really relate to those characters. And then there's this one character, he's like a cross, he reminds me of like Burt Reynolds and the Beatles mixed together. Um, really did enjoy him in the, he sort of like is sort of impersonating this Columbia Records kind of guy. And you sort of don't like him, but then you sort of end up liking him. So yeah, I really did enjoy most of the characters in this, and each of the characters sort of had a very distinct personality, which I think is very important if you're going to do a slasher film, because if you're just going to do a slasher film, which I get it, that's the whole point, is to watch people get killed in a slasher film, but I'm also the type of dude where I do love that. I'm fine with that. You know, like the original Texas Chainsaw Massacre. I'm still, you can tell I really like this movie because I'm still holding the movie up. But the original Texas Chainsaw Massacre, those were throwaway characters, but yet I give Texas Chainsaw Massacre, if I still gave scores, I'd give it 100%, 10 out of 10, probably top 10 favorite films of all time, just because I love that film. You know, I love the direction, I love the premise, and I just love how raw and gritty it is. But I do believe that, you know, nowadays with slashers, you do need to sort of make your characters sort of have their own personality, which I do believe that this film was ahead of the game, because this film came out in 1983. I think its official release was 1986. No, I think it was 83. I think it was 80. I think it got picked up in 86, but I do know it was filmed, I think, in 82 or 83. Maybe it was 81. But yeah, I really did enjoy this film a lot, if you can't tell. And back to what I was saying about the characters, the slasher victims and stuff. Back in the day, I mean, victims just, you know, people that got killed, it was just a couple of teens having sex, and then bam, that was it. Halloween, I mean, you know, unless it was the final girl that sort of had these layers to her, you know, that was different. But with this, you got a preacher. You got a dude that's sort of faking being a part of Columbia Records. You've got this sweet old man who's a carpenter. You've got this married couple. You've got these two cousins that want to be singers. And then you got the sheriff. And I mean, like I said, that's personality to me, and I really do enjoy that. And there were certain characters that I did not want to see die. So, you know, like, that's how it is. You know, that's how the film is. Guys, this really is one of those just unknown gems. Definitely check this film out. You can get it on Amazon. Don't pass this one up. It's got an 18% on Rotten Tomato. I think that's a crime. I really do, because this film is awesome. If you don't like this film, I mean, that's fine. You know, everybody's got their own opinion. But seriously, though, I really do think this is underrated. I hope I'm not the only one. If you have seen this film and you enjoy it, even if you don't enjoy it, leave in the comments below why you enjoy it, why you don't enjoy it. I'm very curious to know. But definitely check out Mountaintop Motel Massacre, because, like I said, this is just one of them gems that I just think should get out there more. It's one of those films, like, honestly, if I had to pick a film, like a slasher film that would ever get the Criterion treatment, this one, seriously, this one, like, it's that good. I know it might sound like I'm over exaggerating about a unknown slasher film that has an 18% on Rotten Tomatoes that nobody seems to be talking about, but I'm dead serious. This is fun. This film is like, it really is a fun ass film, and I love the name too, Mountaintop Motel Massacre. But anyway, I've rambled on too much about this film. Check it out. I've said all I need to say about it. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this review. If you did, leave a thumbs up, maybe subscribe. Definitely check out Mountaintop Motel Massacre. You will not be disappointed. You might be, you might not be. It might just be me, but me and my wife seem to really enjoy it. Anyway, I hope you're staying safe wherever you guys are at, and I'll see you guys next time.